Shellbound is a Metroidvania on a big-ass snail. And you're a parasite in that world that can control enemies and use their abilities for combat, platforming, and exploration.
And puzzles.
So our game is set on a big-ass snail because we always knew this marketing phrase of a living world. We thought, okay, our game should really be a literally living world. And also, a big-ass turtle was already taken, so it is
same
a snail.
Same as elephants.
That's true. And also, snails are just f***ing weird and awesome. We love them.
We are literally on a living creature that moves around, that has a heartbeat, that breathes, and every single instance of this biology of the snail also affects the gameplay that we are trying to achieve.
For instance, the giant heart. There's a big machine built around that heart that actually transfers that heartbeat into electric energy. And there's a point where you can actually control that heart and therefore control the electricity on the snail.
So one big disclaimer we absolutely have to address right now is the art style, because everything you see in the video is still a work in progress. So what we are doing right now is actually a complete revamp of the art style that we feel tells the story and therefore also represents the game in a much better way. We love Metroidvanias, and that's also the reason when it came to say, hey, do you want to make a game? The first initial idea, let's do a Metroidvania.
Yeah.
And there was never another option for us because that was just the games we grew up with playing the most.
We love Metroidvanias, but there are always some aspects that actually annoyed us, like backtracking in a way, and we just want to improve on that and just create a Metroidvania that we really want to play. So one mechanic that really changes the Metroidvania formula is our parasitizing system. You're a parasite, that means you can infest and control enemies and use their abilities. And you can use that for basically everything. For combat, platforming, for exploration, puzzle solving, for everything. And this really does two things. You don't have just the classics like double jump and dash and whatever, you have all the abilities of the enemies as well. And the second thing is we are resolving strict ability gating. Because a lot of Metroidvanias have that formed sequence how you can progress in the game. And in our case, you can really circumvent ability gating by using the abilities of the enemies.
Build a little bit of sequence breaking maybe in this.
Yeah, intentional and unintentional.
Exactly. Another system that directly ties into the parasitizing system is our enemy evolution system. For every single enemy type that you encounter in the game, if you kill enough instances of that one enemy type, they will evolve into a stronger and potentially even completely different kind of enemy type. For instance, we have a maggot enemy type in there, which doesn't do anything. It wriggles around, maybe attacks you, jumps down on you. But if you kill that certain enemy type enough of times, eventually every single instance will evolve into a different form, in this case, a flying enemy. So in that case, now you have completely new abilities when it comes to parasitizing, because now you can go into that flying enemy and see, okay, what areas can I now explore? What attacks can I use? Are there different kinds of puzzles that I maybe can solve that I couldn't because I just had that maggot?
So on top of all these mechanics, we also have the biome evolution, and that really brings everything together. Whole biomes can change over time through story progression, but also through your actions. And one example for that would be the Mucus Garden. The Mucus Garden is a vibrant jungle-like biome, really lush, really full of life, but it can go completely dead and barren. It's not only looking different, but also the whole structure changes. The areas you can go to. And with that, we actually get rid of stale and boring backtracking, because backtracking in our game always brings you something new. Yeah, you go to a biome you already have been through 10 times, but this time the whole biome has changed. The enemies have changed through enemy evolution. The whole thing is really new, and backtracking actually gets fun. We created that bonkers idea of a world on a snail with only 3 people, but the crazy thing is we found along the way other weird people who actually believe that this bonkers idea could make a great game and really work out in the end. So right now we are
9 weird people
making
a build game on a big-ass snail.
Yeah. We are really excited to ramp up production on Shellbound.
So if you want to know more about what's happening on this big-ass snail, follow and join us on Discord and on Steam.
Wishlist!
Oh, bless you, my dear.
Thank you. See
Bye.
you there.